A study of misunderstandings and its remedies and theory of meaning. This is the Team 4 presentation quiz. Critical thinking. What is a misunderstanding in your opinion? And how would you attempt to remedy a situation caused by a misunderstanding? In my opinion, a misunderstanding can mean many types of things. It can be a conversation or text thread with someone and simply misinterpreting their words, or vice versa. It could also be reading a book and not getting the author's point. These all boil down to how we perceive information presented to us. My method to remedy a situation is to talk about it. There, the only way you can get to the bottom of a situation is to talk to the person about it and hope they can understand where you're coming from. Let's dive in. What can be described as a major cause of misunderstandings, and what does it mean? Why are language and thought not the same? And who said thought is subvocal talking? The major cause of a misunderstanding is called the proper meaning superstition. This means that a word has a meaning of its own, defined by rhetoric. This only becomes a superstition when the stability of the meaning of the word is from the context in which it is said. The stability of a word always needs to be explained, and this is found on page 107 of A Study of Misunderstandings and Its Remedies. In the text, behaviorists are described to classify thought as subvocal talking. The assumption in the text is that thought is a muscle movement. We can differentiate between thought and language. For example, we can think dog, but say cat. Language requires prior thought to get to the proper points across. And this is found on page 108 in A Study of Misunderstandings and Its Remedies. Theory of meaning. What must we understand in order to correct problems with meaning theory, and what is it called? In the text, the best way to correct problems with meaning theory is to understand that the words people say mean different things to different people. This is a development called definition theory and is described as ambiguity. Theory of meaning. What is symbol theory, and how can not having this lead to communication issues? Symbol theory explains how words expressed in communication will invoke images in our minds, provided by our own personal experiences. Communication issues happen when people use arbitrary words to communicate, and those have no clear meaning. We have to keep in mind that words are variables and they can have vastly different meanings depending on their context. And this can be found on page 2 of What Do You Mean? A Brief Look at Ogden and Richard's Theory of Meaning. What is the semantic triangle? The semantic triangle is described as a model where statements or ideas are in the corners and the sides are the relationships between them. Each peak is a symbol, thought, and referent. The symbol invokes an effect on another person. A referent can be direct or indirect. Direct as in something we can see, and indirect as in something we've seen in another instance. Each is connected to thought.